Welcome back to Chart Field. We got the national anthem under our belt. We're getting ready to inch our way toward the first pitch here, this first game of the three-game series. West Florida coming in after a tough weekend last weekend. They were swept by Lee University. Lost game 1 6-3, fell 9-4. And then in the final game there on Saturday afternoon, lost that one 3-1. They had a bounce-back afternoon on Tuesday and Wednesday. They bested Columbus State. That one was played there in Columbus, Georgia. Picked up the 5-3 win, and then on Wednesday afternoon picked up the 6-2 midweek win against Columbus State. West Alabama, they took 2 out of 3 last weekend against Trevecca Nazarene. They picked up game number 1. That was a 5-4 victory over the Trojans. Picked up game number 2 by a score of 2-1, and then fell in the final game of the series. They lost that one 2-0, the first time West Alabama had been shut out this season. And then they picked up a big midweek non-conference against a conference opponent. That was Mississippi College. On Tuesday night, the Tigers bested the Choctaws by a score of 15-7. And here we are, Tigers and Argos. It should be a fun one this afternoon. From left to right in the outfield for the Tigers, Will Wood in left field. Rashad Robinson will patrol center field this afternoon. Late Holiday gets the nod in right field. At third base, it'll be Nick Wilson. Kyle Blevins at shortstop. Austin Thacker at second base. Aaron Wallace over at first base. And this afternoon's battery for the Tigers. Behind the dish, it'll be Tanner Jones. And on the bump for West Alabama, it'll be the right-hander, Baker Green. He's got a 3.48 ERA. 11th start of the season. He's got a 3-1 record, 51 2/3 innings pitched, 9 walks, 40 strikeouts for the big right-hander. And that will do it defensively for the Tigers. Sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. It's going to be a fun time here in Livingston. Gulf South Conference baseball. Argos and Tigers. Leading it off for West Florida will be the the center fielder. That's number 21, Zach Stokes. Stokes has been a hitting machine for West Florida this season. Among the tops in the league in batting average, hitting a cool 409 as he takes that one outside. Leads the team in hits, doubles, home runs, RBI, and walks. 45 hits, 54 hits, and 45 runs scored, 12 home runs, 34 RBI. And he's walked 33 times. Baker Green gets the sign here. He'll deal. That one misses low. Stokes, the left-handed hitting center fielder. Stokes wearing number 21 this afternoon. Grad senior from Naperville, Illinois. Baker Green gets the sign. The 2-0 misses outside. Green tiptoeing around the left-handed center fielder here. Stokes, a formidable hitter. 12 home runs leading this team. This is not a home run hitting team. He's got almost half of the home runs, as that one's in there for a called strike. 25 home runs as a team, 12 of them from the leadoff man, Zach Stokes. Baker Green, he'll set there at the belt. The 3-1 offering. Walked him. So a rare walk for West Alabama starter Baker Green.
Now batting for the Argos, the right fielder, number 5, Alex Urias.
Alex Urias stepping in. Urias, the right-handed hitting right fielder. 278 average. This is a team, I will say, they do bunt a lot. 45 sack bunts on the season. Most in the Gulf South Conference. Urias showing bunt there, thought better of it. Urias on the season. 5 sack bunts. That's third most on the team. He's got a runner aboard at first base in Stokes. Again showing bunt. To the left side, coming in hard is Nick Wilson. He'll throw it across the diamond, and that's an out number 1. Successful sack bunt there for Urias.
Now batting for the Argos, the catcher, number 34, William Labrook.
1 out in the inning. Runner aboard at second base. William Liebrook stepping in. That's the catcher. He's listed 6'4", 220, grad senior from Atlanta, Georgia. Right-handed hitting catcher is Liebrook. One out and a runner aboard at second. Number 2 man in average on the team. He's hitting .402. That's among the tops in the league. He's got 4 home runs to his credit, 22 driven in. He's been hit 10 times. As Liebrook awaits the offering there from Baker Green. Green to the plate. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. This one's scheduled for 9 this afternoon. We'll have a 9 and a 7 tomorrow. Green takes a peek at second base. He'll deal. That one's low in the zone, even to count at 1. Stokes got aboard via the walk. Was advanced on the sacrifice bunt by Urias, the 1-1. Lifted into center field. Ranging over is Robinson. He'll catch it, fire that one in. A great job there by Robinson. As Liebrook flies out to center field. That's 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting for the Argos.
West Alabama trying to work around a leadoff walk. And that'll bring to the plate Trent Kelly. Kelly, the third baseman, comes in hitting .331. 21 driven in. He's got a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. Baker Green, he'll go to the plate. Just missed outside. Pretty good shot there. These two schools just separated by, it was about 4 hours or so between Pensacola here and Livingston. The 1-0 popped up on the infield. Playable for the second baseman, Thacker. Calling him off as a right fielder, late Holiday. So Holiday will squeeze it. Kelly retired on the fly out to right. And that will do it for the Argos in the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Argos, they strand one. We head to the Tiger half of the first, scoreless. You're watching Flo College, proud partner with the Gulf South Conference. Welcome back to Tard Field. Defensively for the Argos, from left to right in the outfield, Peyton Martin in left, Zach Stokes in center field, Alexis Urias in right. It'll be Trent Kelly at third, Hudson Spencer at shortstop, Greg Pate at second base, Gustavo Mendez at first, and this afternoon's battery for the Argos, William Liebrook behind the dish, and the right-hander, Colton Dorsey. Dorsey on the mound. He's got a 4-2 record, 3.09 ERA, 43 2/3 innings pitched. He's walked 15 and struck out 50, as he will face The Tiger leadoff man, that's Rashad Robinson. Robinson awaits the offering, swinging first pitch. It'll be a bouncing foul ball down the third base line there. We got a new third base coach this afternoon. Coach Brock Ward coaching third base this afternoon. Coach Goolsby had a conflict in the schedule and just something he couldn't work around. As Rashad Robinson awaits the 0-1 offering here. Dorsey will set there at the belt. He'll deal. Misses outside. That'll even the count at 1. Robinson comes in. He's a number 3 man in average on the team. He does lead the team in doubles. Tied for the team lead in triples and home runs. He's driven 7 out of the ballpark as the leadoff man here for the Tigers. The 1-1. Too tall. Dorsey, a senior from Panama City Beach, Florida. Transferred into the Argos from Wallace Community College. He's behind the count here, 2-1. Robinson trying to get things started here for the Tigers in their half of the first inning. Big swing and a miss there. That evens the count at 2. Robinson has been a bit of a table setter for West Alabama. .42 runs scored. The 2-2 offering. Line drive up the middle. That one will get down for a knock, and the Tigers have their first runner aboard as Rashad Robinson shoots that one into center field. Walburn stepping in for the Tigers. Walburn for his second straight game doing the DHing here for West Alabama. Spent a lot of time playing right field for the Tigers, but Walburn comes in today hitting .313. Had a multi-hit night on Tuesday. Robinson bluffs as Walburn takes that one for a called strike there on the inside corner. Walburn, the right-handed hitting DH. Trying to get things cranked up here for the Tigers in the home half of the first. As Dorsey will set at the belt. Walburn takes that one in there for a called strike. Nothing in 2 to the right-handed hitting DH. Robinson aboard at first after the base knock. Dorsey will set at the belt. The 0-2. Walburn will go down on strikes. First out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate the Tiger third baseman Nick Wilson. Wilson leads the team in average. He's hitting .353. 49 hits on the season. Team tying 7 home runs. He leads the team in RBI with 35. 1 out and a runner aboard at first base. As Wilson takes his first look at the right-hander. Dorsey, he'll go to the plate. Big swing there by Wilson. He came up empty. Defensively straight away for the Argos. The left fielder playing the warning track almost maybe 2 steps off the track there and left as Wilson takes that one off the plate. That evens the count at 1. On deck for the Tigers, Aaron Wallace hitting in the 4th spot this afternoon. As Dorsey will set there at the belt. He'll deal the 1-1. Catches the outside corner there for the right-handed hitting Nick Wilson. So Wilson behind in the count here, 1-2. Rashad Robinson aboard at first base. Dorsey gets the sign. Robinson goes. Wilson pops that one up. Retreating to first base is Robinson. He's going to have to pick him up and put him down as Wilson will fly out and pop out to the second baseman. So 2 outs in the inning after a leadoff single. West Alabama, 2 quick outs, a strikeout, and a pop-up to second base. It'll be Aaron Wallace stepping to the plate. Wallace, the right-handed hitting first baseman. Two outs and a runner aboard for the Tigers as Dorsey goes to the plate. Fouling it straight back is Wallace. Wallace, 25th start of the season. He's hitting .273, tied for the team lead in triples with 2. He's driven in 11 this season. Tied for the team lead in hit by pitch with 11. Not sure that's the stat you want, but it works. Runner goes. A little dribbler back to the pitcher. Dorsey snags it, and he'll underhand it over to first base. So Wallace retired on the 1-3. Third out of the inning. The Tigers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 1. After 1 full inning, we're scoreless. We'll be right back. More Gulf South Conference baseball from Flo College.
Sports fans. We have stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Welcome back to Tart Field as we get ready to go to the top of inning number 2. Game number 1 of the 3-game series, Tigers and Argos. A great evening for Gulf South Conference baseball here in Livingston. Due up for the Argos in the top of the 2nd inning. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Mendez, Brooks, and Martin. Gustavo Mendez, wearing number 29. Junior from Kissimmee, Florida. Comes in hitting .331. Right-handed hitting first baseman. First look at the Tiger right-hander, Baker Green, as he paints the outside corner. Green listed 6'5", 225. He's a senior from Trussville, Alabama. 2nd year with the ball club. He'll deal the 1-0. Just misses low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes here to the right-handed hitting first baseman. That's Mendez. Sun setting here becomes a problem for the folks on the left side of the field. Baker Green misses inside, so the third base, shortstop, and left fielder all contending with the setting sun. There's about 50% of the grass portion of the infield covered in the shadows of the clubhouse here as Baker Green deals the 3-0. That's in there for a called strike. Had the opportunity to say a couple of hellos before the game started. And the crazy part is that's a big contingent of the folks that like to listen typically. They're here in person today. Green to the 3-1. Over the press box. That'll run to count full. Camden likes family down from Minnesota this afternoon, enjoying a little sunshine, and as his dad Andrew said, T-shirt weather. Baker Green gets the side. The payoff. Chopped it to the shortstop. Blevins couldn't handle the short hop. It caught him in between. He made the commitment to try to get it on the short hop and came up a little short there. Blevins will probably be tabbed with the error there.
The designated hitter, number 12, Tyler Brooks.
Also making the trip up Tanner Jones, folks, up from Tampa, Florida. Tyler Brobst stepping in, the freshman from Cumming, Georgia. No out and a runner aboard. That's on the outside corner there. Brobst behind the count, 0-1. Brobst doing the DHing this afternoon. Left-hander hitting .309. He's driven in 20. Nobody out and a runner aboard. Shows bunt. Thought better of it. That evens the count at 1. Mendez aboard at first after the error by the shortstop. Brobst is a double play candidate. He's dribbled into 12 double plays this season. I said 12. He's got number 12 on his back. He's hit into 5 double plays this season. And also leads the team in sack hits, but he's behind in the count here, 1 and 2. So Tyler Brobst with a very upright stance awaits the offering from Baker Green. Too tall. Evens the count at 2. Aboard at first base, Gustavo Mendez led off the inning with the error by the shortstop as Baker Green will deal. Flared into left field. Going back is Will Wood at the warning track. Wood will track it down, and that'll be out number 1 as Brobst flies out to left.
Now batting for the Argos, the left fielder, number 11, Peyton Martin.
Peyton Martin will step to the plate. Martin from Madison, Mississippi. Listed 6'3", 210. He's a junior. Northwest Mississippi Community College transfer. Steps in with 1 out and a runner aboard. First pitch to Martin, low in the zone there. Martin hitting .310, just his 9th start of the season. Limited at-bats there for the right-handed hitting left fielder. 29 at-bats. He's recorded 9 hits. Got a couple of doubles. He's driven in 6. The 1-0 offering. That's in there for a called strike. That'll even the count at 1. Mendez aboard at first base after the error by the shortstop. Baker Green the 1-1 to the shortstop Blevins. Over to Thacker. Got a chance for 2. Did he get it? Not in time. So Martin gets aboard on the fielder's choice.
Now batting for the Argos,
Mendez is
number 4,
erased
Greg
6-4. That's out number 2. And that will bring the 8-hole hitter, Greg Pate. Pate, the senior from Winter Garden, Florida, transferred in from University of South Alabama. Pate hitting .271. 2 out and a runner aboard. Runner goes. Tanner Jones throwing down. Does he get him? No, that one got away from Austin Thacker. It skipped off the turf. And Martin gets the stolen base. Martin now 2 for 2 on stolen bases. He got a good read and a good jump. Pate ahead in the count, 1-0. Baker Green from the belt. He'll go to the plate. Chopped foul toward the third base coach's box. That'll even the count at 1. Two outs in the inning. A runner in scoring position for West Florida. Baker Green takes a peek at second base. He'll deal the 1-1. That's too tall. Pate listed 5'8", 170, senior. Baker Green, the 2-1. Chopped right back up the middle, ranging over is Thacker. That one's into the center field. West Florida's going to play to run. Nice piece of hitting there by Pate. As Martin will come around to score. That bounced right over the outstretched arm and head of Baker Green. So West Florida strikes first with a run. And that'll bring the 9-hole hitter, Hudson Spencer. Hudson Spencer at the plate takes that one outside, ball one. Just his 9th start of the year. He's only had 30 at-bats. 3 hits on the season for Spencer. Got to start at shortstop this afternoon. It's Baker Green gets the sign. He'll go to the plate, the 1-0. Flared down the right field line and into the Tiger bullpen. If you're not familiar with Tart Field, West Alabama will occupy the first base dugout. They're wearing the white pants today with the black piping, black jerseys with the white numerals on the front and the back. They go with the camo lids this afternoon. West Florida in the third base dugout. They're going with the road grays. It's Baker Green. He'll go there from the belt. Throws over to first. Back in time. Green on the season 2 pickoffs. He's got a great move for a right-hander. Contending with the right-handed hitting shortstop Hudson Spencer at the moment. Aboard at first base and 2 outs is Greg Pate. Got it on with the RBI single, the 1-1. Lined over the second baseman's head into center field. Pate wanting to go first to third, so back-to-back hits for the Argos as Spencer shoots that one into center field.
Now batting for the Argos, the center fielder, number 21, Zach Stokes.
That brings a very dangerous hitter to the plate for the Argos. Back to the top of the stack. It's going to be Zach Stokes. Stokes walked back in inning number 1. Was stranded at second base after the sacrifice bunt and a couple flyouts. He's got runners at the corners. Baker Green to the plate. Hot shot to the first baseman. West Alabama's Aaron Wallace gobbles it up. 3 unassisted as Stokes is retired. The Argos, they played 1 run. On 2 hits, there was an error. And the Argos, they strand a pair. After 1.5, West Florida 1, West Alabama scoreless. We'll be right back. More Tiger baseball on the UWA Broadcast Network. Welcome back to Tart Field. For the home half of the second inning, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Tigers. Thacker, Blevins, and Jones. Back out on the mound will be Colton Dorsey, the right-hander. West Florida leads at 1-0 here. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors for the Argos. Austin Thacker awaiting the offering there from the right-hander. Called strike there at the knee for Thacker. Dorsey will look down. He'll get the sign. The 0-1 offering. Again at the knee. If Dorsey can live there, that's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough pitch to hit right there at or just below the knee. The 0-2 offering. Flare down the right field line toward the Tiger bullpen. Umpires this afternoon behind the plate, Connor Lindsay. Behind the plate, Jacob Waltrip over at first base. And at third base, Patrick Jeter. Dorsey, the 0-2. Missed inside. A ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting second baseman. The 1-2. Into center fields. Ranging over is Zach Stokes, and Thacker will be retired on a fly ball to center field. That's out number 1 in the inning. That'll bring to the plate Kyle Blevins. Blevins hitting in the 6th spot this afternoon. Comes in hitting 241. Tied for the lead on the team in doubles with 2. He's got 2 home runs. He's driven in 23. As Blevins' first look at Dorsey. Chopped foul there. That one will end up at the screen. And West Alabama's late holiday will retrieve that one. Colton Dorsey on the mound for his second inning of work. The 0-1. That's in there for a called strike. So 0-2 to Blevins as he awaits the offering there from Dorsey. That one misses outside. A ball and 2 strikes. West Alabama trailing at 1-0 here. A whole lot of ball game left. Just the home half of the second. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing, did he go? First base umpire Jacob Waldrop says he did. I would tend to agree. That's out number 2 as Blevins goes down on strikes. Tanner Jones will step to the plate.
47, Tanner Jones.
Tanner doing the catching this afternoon. He awaits the offering there from the right-hander. That's Colton Dorsey. Swinging first pitch, lifted into right center field, going back into the warning track. At the track is Alex Urias. Urias will squeeze it, and the Tigers go down in order in the second inning. After 2 complete, West Alabama trails at 1-0. You're watching Flo College, proud partner with the Gulf South Conference.
Yearly, linebacker for the University of West Alabama. When I'm not on the field, I'm excited to tell you about something just as important. The opportunity to own a piece of prime real estate right here in Livingston. Located just across the street from our football stadium, the Riverbend subdivision is the premier neighborhood in town. If you're looking for a place to build your dream home, these residential lots are the perfect spot. And if you've always dreamed of living on the water, we've got lakefront lots available too. For more information, shoot an email to info@campordevelopment.com and let Campora Development help you make Riverbend your next home. Go Tigers!
Here at Price Tip Packaging, we're more than just a job. We're a family. With 44 years in the industry, our commitment to integrity and the community around us drive everything we do. Our employees matter to us, so we cover 100% premium insurance. We also provide short and long-term disability, a 401k, and life insurance for all who work with us. Join a team where you matter. Price to Packaging, where family and excellence come together.
Now batting for West Florida, the right fielder.
Welcome back to Tart Field. Here we go to the top of the third inning. West Alabama's Baker Green back onto the mound for the Tigers. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Argos. Urias, Liebrook, and Kelly. Urias had the sack bunt back in inning number 1. He takes that one outside for a called strike. Green to the plate, the 0-1. Line drive up the middle. Thacker's got it at second base. Nice strong throw, and that'll do it for Urias. 4-3 for the folks scoring at home. Out number 1 here in the home, in the top of the third.
34, William Liebrook.
Liebrook will step in. He flew out to center field. Liebrook has proven to hit for average. Seems like he's always on base. 402 average on base at 514. Takes that one for a called strike. He is susceptible to the swing and miss, but when you hit 402, I guess you can have a few more strikeouts. That one will find its way over the first base dugout. 0-2. Number 2 man in average. He's hitting 402, driven in 22. Walked 18 times, not including the 10 hit by pitches, but he's also struck out 31 times. Green's way ahead here. The 0-2 misses inside. 1-2 the count. Baker Green will set there at the belts. He'll take a long pause. The 1-2. Flared over the first base dugout. Count remains 1-2. Tigers made the trip over to Clinton, Mississippi on Tuesday to take on Mississippi College. Conference opponent in a non-conference tilt. West Alabama was able to come out victorious on Tuesday. The bats really came alive for the Tigers. 15-7 was the final. The 1-2 offering. Popped up. Coming in is Rashad Robinson in center field. Calling everyone off. Robinson will squeeze it, and that'll record out number 2 as Liebrook flies out to center field.
Goes for third baseman, number 13, Trent Kelly.
Trent Kelly, the third baseman, will step to the plate. Kelly hitting .331. Flew out to right to end inning number 1. So his second look at the right-hander, Baker Green. Breaking ball there, called strike. It's a nice pitch by Baker Green. Quite a few folks here at the ballpark. Still some folks trickling in. The 0-1. Called strike. Long time rivalry against West Alabama and West Florida. The 113th meeting between these two schools. West Florida holds the series 72 wins to 40. Dates back to 1982. West Alabama won that one 13-4. The 0-2 flared down toward the bullpen down the right field line. West Florida took the series 3-0. That one was in Pensacola last April the 11th and the 12th. But the last time these two teams squared off, it was in Oxford, Alabama. At the Gulf South Conference Tournament, West Alabama came out on top 7-6 to advance in tournament play. The 0-2 from Green. That's a little too tall. West Florida recently making the announcement that they're going to be transitioning to NCAA Division I beginning in the fall. Baker Green ahead in the count here, 1-2. He'll take a deep breath. The 1-2 offering. Boom! Struck him out. The Argos go down in order in the third. After 2.5, West Florida 1, West Alabama. They're scoreless. You're watching Flow College, proud partner with the Gulf South Conference. Welcome back to Tart Field for the home third inning. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Tigers. Holiday, Wood, and then back to the top of the stack with Robinson. Late Holiday, his first opportunity to take a look at Colton Dorsey. Holiday with his second consecutive start in right field. He's hitting .393 on the season. Trying to start things off here in the Tiger third. That one will be a little too tall. A ball and no strikes for the right-handed hitting right fielder. Holiday, 24 hits on the season. Does have a home run. He's driven in 12. 5 walks and 8 strikeouts. The 1-0. Swing and a miss there for Holiday. Holiday, a junior from Fulton, Mississippi. First year with the ball club. Transferred in from Northeast Mississippi Community College. Dorsey from the belt, the 1-1. Chopped toward the third base dugout. A ball and 2 strikes there for Holiday. We'll be right back here tomorrow for a doubleheader. That one will start at 1 p.m. The 1-2 offering. Off the plate. Evens the count at 2. So Holiday looking at a 2-2 count here. Dorsey sets at the belt. He'll deal. Missed it. That'll run the count full. Lath Holiday at the plate. 3-2 count. Nobody aboard here. Nobody out. Dorsey the payoff. Holiday singles through the left side. And the Tigers have a base runner. Holiday's going for 2, sliding in. Oh, he's safe. Holiday was thinking 2 out of the box. It gets through the infield. Coming in hard was Peyton Martin. And Holiday's speed puts him in at second base. A double to start things off here in the Tiger third. Will Wood will step to the plate. Wood, the left-handed hitting left fielder. Would not shock me at all to see Wood show bunt here. He handles the bat pretty well, sees a lot of pitches. Decides to show bunt, ball in the dirt. Diving in at third base. That one's going to get away from the third baseman. West Alabama's going to score on the error. A wild pitch in an error, and Holiday scores, and the Tigers have tied it at 1. A ball in the dirt allowed Holiday to advance on the wild pitch, and then he scores on the throwing error by the catcher. Holiday's speed wreaks a little havoc, and it looks like Coach Mike Jeffcoat wants to talk it over. as there's going to be a little meeting at the mound there between the Argos infield and the head coach there. Give me a great opportunity to thank the following sponsors at West Alabama: Alabama Power Foundation, Campor Development, Coca-Cola, First South Farm Credit, Jersey Mike's Meridian, Julio Jones Kia, Lewis Pest Control, Price to Packaging, Sumter Supplies, Sun South John Deere of Demopolis, UWA Teach, Waste Management, and Watkins Cross Attorneys. A tip of the cap to those sponsors for the University of West Alabama. Will Wood at the plate. A ball and no strikes. Wood showed bunt. Fouls that one off. It looked like he was trying to get it away. The 1-1. Misses a little inside. 2-1 the counts. So 2 balls and a strike to the left-handed hitting Will Wood. All knotted up here at 1. Wood fights that one off over the third base dugout. Two balls and 2 strikes. Wood trying to find his way aboard here with nobody out, nobody aboard. Wood had that one go off the knob of the bat. Count remains 2-2. Wood digging in here. Dorsey, the 2-2. A hot shot to the second baseman. Wood getting down the line. Save! Error by the second baseman. Greg Patay couldn't handle the hot shot from Wood. And Will Wood is aboard. 2 errors in the inning for the Argos. Back to the top of the stack. It'll be Rashad Robinson. He steps in with nobody out and a runner aboard. Robinson shows bunt, thought better of it. The 1-0 to Robinson, too tall. Rashad Robinson ahead in the count here, 2-0. Will Wood aboard. The 2-0 offering. Too tall. Nobody moving in either pen just yet. Dorsey only 36 pitches into this one, but West Alabama's come out with a frenzy here in the bottom half of the third. The 3-0. Walked him. 4-pitch walk for Robinson.
Now batting for the Tigers, the designated hitter, number 5, Hudson Warburton.
Hudson Walburn steps to the plate for the Tigers. Walburn struck out back in inning number 1. He steps in with nobody out, 2 runners aboard. Walburn showing bunt, thought better of it in the dirt. Handled by Lybrook. Wow. That one was in the dirt, and it was called a strike by the home plate umpire. I don't know if he thought that was on the strike or on the offer, but did not ask for help there. That was an odd occurrence. So 0-2 here to Walburn after seemingly having the first strike just skip in there for a called strike. The 0-2. Fouled into the catcher's glove, and Walburn will go down on strikes.
Now batting for West Alabama, the third baseman, number 14, Nick Wilson.
Nick Wilson steps to the plate. 1 out, 2 runners aboard. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked up by Liebrecht. A good job there. It happened again. That one was in the dirt and then called a strike. Wow. Nothing in 1 to Wilson. Chop to the third baseman. Off the glove there of the third baseman. And then he's able to recover. So Wilson aboard on the fielder's choice. Advancing to second base will be Rashad Robinson. And Will Wood out on the 5 unassisted for the second out of the inning. So 2 out, 2 runners aboard. Aaron Wallace at the plate, the right-handed hitting first baseman. We're all knotted up at 1. Breaking ball called strike. It's a nice pitch there from the right-hander, Colton Dorsey. Dorsey takes a peek at second base. He'll go to the plate. Off the plate. Evens the count at 1. The 1-1 fouled into the screen there. 1-2 the count. 2 out, 2 runners aboard. Rashad Robinson aboard at second base there in scoring position. Nick Wilson aboard at first. The 1-2 fouled again over the first base dugout. The 1-2 offering. Wallace goes down on strikes, and that will do it for the Tigers in the third inning. The Tigers played in a run. There was 1 run on 1 hit. There was a pair of errors. And West Alabama, they strand a pair. We head to the top of the 4th inning. All knotted up at 1. We'll be right back. More baseball on Flo College.
At the end of the third, 1 run on 2 hits.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
There's something about this place. Maybe it's the charm of the people here who become lifelong friends. Maybe it's a campus and classes that are just the right size. If we could put it into words, we would. Take a tour of the University of West Alabama and decide for yourself. Maybe it's because this place feels like home. UWA.
Welcome back to Tard Field as we get ready to go to the top of the fourth inning. Baker Green back out for the Tigers. 5, 6, and 7 due up.
Now
It'll be
batting for
Mendez,
West Florida,
Brobst,
the
and
first baseman,
Martin.
Number 29, Gustavo Mendez.
Mendez got aboard via the error. Back in inning number 2. He leads it off here in the fourth. Things all knotted up at 1 here between the Tigers and the Argos. Breaking ball called strike. Baker Green 46 pitches into this one. Surrendered a pair of hits. Up the middle for a base knock there for Mendez. Kind of got in on his hands a little bit, but able to shoot it up the middle. Mendez with his first knock of the afternoon.
Designated hitter number 12, Tyler Brobst.
Tyler Brobst. Tyler flew out to left field. He's left-handed hitting DH here. He's a double play candidate. He's hit into 5 double plays this season. He shows bunt. Bunted to Baker Green down the first base line. A nice little toss there. And Brobst is retired on the 1-3 sacrifice.
Now batting for the Argos,
First out of the inning.
fielder number 11, Peyton Martin.
Mendez will cruise into second base. Peyton Martin stepping in. He got aboard via the fielder's choice. Stole a base. Scored a run. Back in inning number 2. Martin, the right-handed hitting left fielder. Baker Green takes a deep breath, takes a peek at second base. He'll go to the plate. Breaking ball, hot shot to Wilson at third base. Stares him back at second. Strong throw across the diamond there, and Martin's retired on the ground ball to third.
Now batting for the
Well
Argos,
done by the third baseman,
number
Nick
4,
Wilson.
Pate.
As Greg Pate steps in, singled in, and drove in the only Argo run of the afternoon. That was back in inning number 2. Baker Green. He'll go to the plate. Breaking ball. Gets the swing and a miss there from the right-handed hitting second baseman. Green the 0-1. Shot to the shortstop, Blevins. Blevins can't hold on to it. Tough break for the Tigers. Second error of the afternoon for Kyle Blevins. Puts runners at the corners, extends the inning for West Florida. Brings up the 9-hole hitter, Hudson Spencer. Runners aboard at first and second. Baker Green trying to pitch around an error here. Lifted into the outfield. Should be playable for Holiday. Holiday settles under it, squeezes it. And Spencer We head to the Tiger fourth. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up for West Alabama. Wallace, Thacker, and Blevins. Wallace grounded out to the pitcher to end inning number 1. Be a base hit to right field. I misspoke there for a second. I was a little off the line there on my score there as Austin Thacker dumps that one into right. So aboard at first base is Thacker. Blevins stepping in. Blevins struck out back in inning number 2. Shows bunt down the third base line, fielded by the third baseman. Makes the play at second base. Blevins bunted it a bit hard. A nice heads-up play there by Trent Kelly. So Blevins aboard on the fielder's choice.
Catcher, number 47, Tyler Jones.
Thacker out 5-4. Tanner Jones at the plate. Sees that one low in the zone. 1 out and a runner aboard. Jones awaits the 1-0 offering there from Dorsey. Breaking ball misses outside. So 2-0 the count. To the Tiger backstop, Tanner Jones. He flew out to right field to end the second inning. 2-0 to Jones. Lifts that one on the right side. Coming in as a right fielder, Urias. Urias near the foul line. He'll squeeze it and make the play. So Jones flies out to the right fielder. That's the second out of the inning. Late Holiday stepping in. Singled and scored the only Tiger run of the afternoon. I said singled, he actually doubled, and then he advanced on a wild pitch, was able to score on the air by the catcher. Holiday swings through that one. He's got 2 outs and a runner aboard. The inning started off with Austin Thacker singling to right, and then Blevins bunted and got aboard via the fielder's choice. Thacker was erased. The 0-1. Holiday pops it up in foul territory. That'll find its way beyond the first base dugout. Holiday behind, 0-2. Here in the Tiger fourth inning, all knotted up at 1. 2 really solid ball clubs here. Runner goes. Trying to steal the bag is West Alabama, and Kyle Blevins is able to get the stolen base, gets himself into scoring position. A 1-2 count for Holiday. West Alabama trying to look to score on a base knock here as Blevins gets the stolen base. Stolen base number 9 for Blevins. Holiday awaits the 1-2 there from Dorsey. He'll deal. Fisted that one into the screen, battling to stay alive there is Holiday. Dorsey takes a peek at second base. He'll go to the plate. Breaking ball. Called strike on Holiday. Holiday goes down looking. That will do it for the Tigers. In the fourth inning, no runs on one hit. There were no errors. West Alabama's Trends won. We'll be right back. More baseball from Livingston, Alabama.
One left on base.
Yearly, linebacker for the University of West Alabama. When I'm not on the field, I'm excited to tell you about something just as important. The opportunity to own a piece of prime real estate right here in Livingston. Located just across the street from our football stadium, the Riverbend subdivision is the premier neighborhood in town. If you're looking for a place to build your dream home, these residential lots are the perfect spot. And if you've always dreamed of living on the water, we've got lakefront lots available too. For more information, shoot an email to info@campordevelopment.com and let Campora Development help you make Riverbend your next home. Go Tigers!
Here at Price Step Packaging, we're more than just a job. We're a family. With 44 years in the industry, our commitment to integrity and the community around us drive everything we do. Our employees matter to us, so we cover 100% of the premiums with insurance. We also provide short and long-term disability, a 401k, and life insurance for all who work with us. Join a team where you matter. Price Packaging, where family and excellence come together.
Welcome back to Tard Field. We head to the top of the fifth inning. All
Now
knotted
batting
up
for
at
West Florida,
one.
the center fielder, number
Baker Green
21,
back out on the
Zach
bump for the
Stokes.
Tigers. Back to the top of the stack for the Argos. Stokes, Urias, and Lybrook. Tart Field's the place to be in Livingston here on a Friday night. Got a nice little turnout for the Argos and the Tigers. Game number one of the series as Baker Green starts the left-handed hitting Stokes off with a called strike there on the inside part of the plate. Green will set there at about the 0-1. And there, called strike inside corner. Stokes 0 for 1 with a walk. He grounded out to first base. Walked back in the first inning. Behind the count here, 0-2. Baker Green with a long pause. He'll go to the plate. Fouling it off is Stokes. Count remains 0-2. Stokes has been outstanding for the Argos this season. Leads the team in average, hitting .409. 12 home runs to his credit. The 0-2. High and outside. A waste pitch there from Baker Green. So Stokes with a 1-2 count here. Top half of inning number one. Green the 1-2. A shot toward the right side. Diving is Snacker. What a play. Not in time. But a great job of keeping it on the infield. An infield hit there for Stokes.
Now batting for the Argos, the right fielder, number 5, Alex Urias.
Urias will step to the plate for the Argos. Urias 5 sack bunts on the year coming into the game. He's got one already. Would shock me if he did anything other than bunt, but we'll see about the right-handed hitting right fielder. He's going to swing away. It was a hit and run. And that one finds its way to the screen. 0-1 to count. Aboard at first base after the infield single, Zach Stokes. The 0-1, throwing behind the runner at first base, not in time. Boy, that's a great throw by Tanner Jones. Evens the count at 1, but a great throw behind the runner at first base by Tanner Jones, and narrowly getting back is Zach Stokes. Alex Urias at the plate. He awaits the 1-1, shows bunt too tall. Green, a courtesy throw over to first base. Back in time there is Stokes. Stokes on the season 9 of 12 in the stolen base category. Second fewest stolen bases in the league is West Florida as a team. Green throwing over. Back in time is Stokes. Two balls and a strike to the right-handed hitting right fielder. That's Alex Urias. Runner goes. Hit and run up the middle. Tagging second out, number one over to first in time. Did he get him? Boom! Got him! Unassisted 4-3 double play. As Urias hit it right at the bag.
Number 34, William Ladrick.
The 4 unassisted double play. Nice job there by Austin Thacker to turn the double play. 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring to the plate William Liebrook. 2 flyouts to center field in his first 2 plate appearances. And there for a called strike. Liebrook transferred in from Harvard as he fouls that one into the screen. 0-2 to the right-handed hitting backstop for the Argos. Green gets a sign. The 0-2 misses outside. Ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting catcher. Liebrook hitting over 400 through his first 38 games he's played. This is number 39. The 1-2. Boom! Struck him out. Baker Green gets the swing and a miss. In the top half of inning number 5, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. The Argos, they strand none. We head to the Tiger 5th inning. It's all knotted up at 1. We'll be right back. More Gulf South Conference baseball at Flo College. Welcome back to Tark Field here on the campus of the University of West Alabama. Gulf South Conference baseball fans. You can follow your favorite team all season long, streaming live right here on Flo College. And Tiger fans, you can go to uwaathletics.com/live. If you can follow the Tigers at home and on the road via the UWA Broadcast Network, we appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. We got ourselves a good one here. All knotted up at 1 here as we head to the Tiger half of the 5th inning.
Number 49.
7, 8, 9 due up for the Tigers. Will Wood stepping in. It's 9-1-2. Left-handed hitting left fielder here, Will Wood. Steps to the plate. Wood got on via the error. Swinging first pitch, slicing foul down toward the Argo bullpen. Wood's second look at the right-hander Colton Dorsey. Both of these starting pitchers have thrown the ball pretty well this afternoon, each surrendering 1 run on 4 hits. As Dorsey misses low in the zone there, evens the count at 1. Dorsey threw 4 innings, 60 pitches. As he gets the sign here, he looks at the 1-1 here for Will Wood. He'll deal. That's in there for a called strike. Strike at the knee there for Wood. Will Wood, the redshirt junior from Goodman, Mississippi. The 1-2. Wood will go down on strikes.
Now batting for the Tigers, the center fielder, number 42, Rashad.
6 strikeouts for Dorsey on the afternoon. And that'll flip the lineup over for the Tigers back to the top of the stack. Rashad Robinson. 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Robinson takes that one high for ball 1. Rashad's first year here with the ball club. Transferred in from Jacksonville State. He's been pretty much an everyday guy in center field for the Tigers. As he awaits the 1-0. Swing and a miss there, evens the count at 1. Tied for the team lead in home runs with 7. Came in hitting .310 all the afternoon. Leads the team with 10 doubles. The 1-1. Misses outside. A little bit of moving around in the Argo pen. Calls quiet in the Tiger pen. The 2-1 from Dorsey. Robinson swings through, evens the count at 2. So Rashad Robinson staring at a 2-2 count here. Dorsey sets at the belt. The 2-2. Outside. Robinson's worked the count full here. His third look at the right-hander. That's Colton Dorsey. The payoff from Dorsey. End of the screen. Count remains full. Dorsey checks the watch. He's got the sign now. He'll come set there at the belt. The payoff. Again, fouled over the press box. West Alabama softball squaring off against West Florida this weekend. Tigers fall in game 1, 13-8. Tigers played at 8 runs on 10 hits, but were bested by the Argos, 13 runs and 14 hits. The payoff to Robinson. Hammered to left. Get up, ball! Get out of here! Home run! Rashad Robinson drives one out of left, and the Tigers take the 2-1 lead. Robinson's 8th big fly of the season, and he catapults the Tigers into the lead by a score of 2-1. A line drive out of left, and that'll welcome to the plate Hudson Walburn. Robinson drives one out of the yard, and the Tigers take the lead. Walburn takes that one for a called strike. Auburn behind in the count here, 0-1, as Dorsey will deal. Fouling that one right back to the screen is Walburn. So with that swing, Robinson has claimed the team lead in home runs. He's given the Tigers here the lead. Walburn awaits the 0-2. Too tall. Hudson Walburn steps in. He's behind in the count here. A ball and 2 strikes, trying to find his way aboard here. Dorsey to the plate. Chopped foul toward the third base coaches in the smooth hands of the third base coach there, Brock Ward. Count remains 1-2. Dorsey the 1-2. Walburn will go down on strikes. Second out of the inning. West Florida's 1 run on 4 hits. They've committed an error, the Tigers. 2 runs on 5 hits. Tigers have committed a pair of errors. Nick Wilson steps to the plate. 0 for 2 on the afternoon is Wilson. Dorsey to the plate. That ball's lifted into center field, but playable for Stokes. Stokes 1 foot into the warning track, and that'll do it as Wilson is retired on the fly ball to center field. The Tigers tack on a go-ahead run on the big fly by Rashad Robinson. 1 run on 1 hit, and there were no errors. The Tigers, they strand 1. After 5 completed, West Alabama 2, West Florida 1. We'll be right back. More Gulf South Conference baseball on Flo College.
Sports fans, stadiums, arenas, and local gyms, and every sports fan is unique. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Welcome back to Tard
Now
Field.
batting for West Florida, the third baseman, number 13, Trent Kelly.
West Alabama starter Baker Green back out for his 6th inning of work. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Argos. Kelly, Mendez, and Bropes. Kelly 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. Baker Green's thrown just 66 pitches this afternoon as he misses outside there. Through 5, West Alabama's given up 1 run on 4 hits. Baker Green from the belt. The 1-0. That's in there for a called strike. The 1-1 offering. That catches the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes to Trent Kelly, the right-handed hitting third baseman. Kelly on top of the plate here. Green will deal. That one's a shot into left field. Could be extra bases there for Kelly. He'll have a stand-up double. So Kelly's aboard with a leadoff
Now batting
double.
for the Argos, the first baseman, number 29, Gustavo Mendez.
Some stirring now in the Tiger pen as Gustavo Mendez steps to the plate for the Argos. He's been on board twice this afternoon. Got aboard via the air and then singled up the middle. Baker Green to the plate. Misses outside, throw behind the runner there. Not in time. Mendez from Kissimmee, Florida. Transferred to West Florida from Eastern Florida State. As Baker Green gets the side, the 1-0. This is outside. Baker Green shakes off the sign there. The 2-0. That's in there for a called strike. So 2 balls and a strike to the right-handed hitting first baseman. That's Mendez. Aboard at second base, Trent Kelly. That ball's lifted on the right side. Should be playable for late Holidays. Holiday comes in. He'll squeeze it. First out in the inning as Mendez flies out to right.
Now batting for the Argos, the designated hitter, number 12, Tyler Brobst.
Tyler Brobst stepping in. 0 for 1 with the sack bunts. Flew out to left back in inning number 2. Pushed a runner into scoring position back in inning number 4. Not able to get him in where the Argos. They stranded Mendez at third base. 1 out and a runner in scoring position here for the left-handed hitting Brobst. As West Alabama looks like they want to talk it over. Pitching coach Brock Ward's going to cruise out there. We appreciate you tuning in. Let us know where you're listening from. Tiger fans, Argo fans. You can get on Instagram. Send it to Coach_Atkinson. That's Coach_ATKINSON. Let us know where you're watching Gulf South Conference baseball from. Give you a little shout out. We appreciate you tuning in. It's a fun afternoon so far as West Alabama and the Argos in game number 1. 1 hit. 1 run on 5 hits, rather. 1 error for West Florida. Threatening here in the top of the 6th inning. West Alabama with 2 runs on 5 hits. They've committed 2 errors. The Tigers have stranded 4 this afternoon as the meeting at the mound is a short one. Tyler Brobst stepping back in here. Aboard at second base after the double, Trent Kelly. 1 out here in the inning. Kelly, the left-handed, hitting DH. Pretty good pitch there as Tyler Brobst takes that one for a ball low. Kelly aboard at second base. Brobst 0 for 1. Heading to count here 1-0 as that one misses inside. Inning started off with a double by Kelly. Fly out to right by Mendez. And Tyler Brobst, the DH. Heading to count here 2-0. Baker Green into his 6th inning of work for the Tigers. The 2-0 delivery well outside. Bo Bryant may be warming up in the Tiger pen. Brobst a 4-pitch walk. We'll
Now
put
batting
runners
for the
at
Argos,
first
the
and
left fielder,
second.
number 11, Peyton Martin.
At least one Tiger right-hander in the bullpen. Number 23, Bo Bryant. Peyton Martin stepping in. 1 out, 2 runners aboard. This is outside. Martin on the season, a .310 hitter. It's driven in 6, just his 9th start of the season. Has grounded into a double play. Double play would get the Tigers out of a mess here, the 1-0. Baker Green gets the swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1. The 1-1. That ball's hammered into left. I don't think Tart Field's going to hold it. It's not. It's going to be a 3-run home run by Peyton Martin. He hammered that one out of left, folks. As Martin gets the home run, the 3-run variety, his second of the season, and that will give the Argos the lead.
Now batting for the Argos, the second baseman, number 4, Greg Pate.
That ball was absolutely smoked out of left. And that'll bring to the plate Greg Pate. 3 runs here in the inning for the Argos. Gives West Florida the 4-2 lead. That one's in there for a strike there for Pate. 0-for-1 with a single and a on base by error. Swing and a miss there. Nice job for Baker Green. So 0-2 to the right-handed hitting second baseman. Green from the belt. He'll deal. Down the right field line. That one will head toward the Tiger bullpen. So the count remains 0-2. Green will deal. Chop to the shortstop, Blevins on the big hop. Throws across the diamond. He got him in time. Second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Argos,
As
the
Pate
shortstop,
grounds
number 3,
out to the
Hudson
shortstop.
Spencer.
Big time shout out right here. All the way from Melbourne, Australia. Got an Argo fan that's tuning in. Wants to give a go Trent Kelly. So, Brett, we appreciate you tuning in from Melbourne. Having a fun time here in Livingston. Argo's on top 4-2 as that one misses inside. It's just pretty doggone cool. You can tune in from wherever you are in the world and catch a little Gulf South Conference baseball. The 1-0. That one's lifted into center field. Ranging over is Rashad Robinson. He'll track it down, and that'll do it. That'll do it here in the top of the 6th inning. The Argos, 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors. They strand up.
3 runs on 2 hits.
After
No
5.5,
errors,
West Florida 4. West Alabama 2. We'll be right back. More Tiger baseball on UWA Broadcast Network. Welcome back to Tart Field here as we head to the Tigers' sixth inning. Back out on the mound for West Florida. The starter, Colton Dorsey. Still think it's pretty cool. We got folks tuning in from Australia. Brett, we appreciate it. Tip of the cap to you, my friend. For the Tigers, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 here in the sixth inning. Wallace, Thacker, and Blevins. That ball's hammered into left center field. Ranging over is the left fielder, Martin. Tracking it down is Peyton Martin. What a nice run there by the left fielder. It was well struck. But Aaron Wallace retired on the fly ball to left. Austin Thacker will step in, 1 for 2 on the afternoon. He got a single to right field back in the fourth inning. That's in there for a called strike. We're in the Tiger 6. This one's scheduled for 9. The 0-1. Into the screen there. 0-2 the counts. So the Tigers' second baseman, Austin Thacker, in a bit of a bind here. Behind in the count 0-2. Dorsey will deal. Missed outside. It's a good spot to miss there, 0-2. th meeting between these two ball clubs. The 1-2. Thacker fights that one off. Count remains 1-2. This will be the final series between these two teams as conference opponents. We should have a great series here at Livingston. Dorsey, the 1-2 off. Again, fighting it off as Thacker. That's fouled on the first base line. Thacker, the grad senior, the Funniac Springs, Florida native. Dorsey will set there at the belt. The 1-2. Missed inside. Evens the count at 2. Dorsey threw 5 1/3. He's thrown 80 pitches. He's walked 1 and struck out 7. He's looked pretty good this afternoon. The 2-2. Again, fouling it off is Austin Thacker. Dorsey came in. This is start number 9, 10th appearance. 3.09 ERA. Team leading 50 strikeouts and 43 2/3. And he has thrown well so far. The 2-2. That one's ripped toward the Tiger bullpen. Austin Thacker not going away quietly here. Dorsey, the 2-2. That ball's lifted into center field. Couple of steps in there is Stokes, and he'll squeeze it for out number 2 as Thacker flies out to center field. It's a very solid at-bat there for Austin Thacker. Didn't get rewarded with the hit, but anytime you can see that many pitches, that means everybody in the dugout's getting a little bit more look and a little bit more wear and tear on the old arm there. So that will bring to the plate Kyle Blevins. Blevins 0 for 2 with a stolen base. Steps in with 2 out, nobody aboard. Dorsey will deal. Breaking ball called strike on the inside corner. The 0-1 offering there to Blevins. That one skipped in there. It looked like it may have gotten the umpire, Connor Lindsay. As Blevins awaits the 1-1. Called strike. Blevins behind in the count here, 1-2. Dorsey to the plate. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Tigers go down in order in the 6th. After 6 complete, the Tigers trail 4-2. We'll be right back. More Gulf South Conference baseball right here on Flo College.
No one left on base.
Yearly, linebacker for the University of West Alabama. When I'm not on the field, I'm excited to tell you about something just as important. The opportunity to own a piece of prime real estate right here in Livingston. Located just across the street from our football stadium, the Riverbend subdivision is the premier neighborhood in town. If you're looking for a place to build your dream home, these residential lots are the perfect spot. And if you've always dreamed of living on the water, we've got lakefront lots available too. For more information, shoot an email to info@camporadevelopment.com and let Campora Development help you make Riverbend your next home. Go Tigers!
Here at Price Step Packaging, we're more than just a job. We're a family. With 44 years in the industry, our commitment to integrity and the community around us drive everything we do. Our employees matter to us, so we cover 100% of health insurance. We also provide short and long-term disability, a 401k, and life insurance for all who work with us. Join a team where you matter. Price Step Packaging, where family, integrity, and excellence come together.
His 2 younger brothers joined him on the team this year, Dallas
Now batting for
and
West Florida, the
Diego.
center fielder, number 21, Zach Stokes.
Back to the top of the stack for the Argos. It'll be Stokes, Urias, and Lybrook. Bo Bryant had some midweek innings last week. And a very good outing here at home as he starts Stokes off with a strike. Bryant listed 6 foot, sophomore, Thomasville, Alabama native, as he gets the swinging bunt there as Tanner Jones trying to field the swinging bunt. And beating that one out will be
Now batting for the
Zach
Argos, the right
Stokes.
fielder, number 5, Alex Urias.
So a swinging bunt right there in front of the plate puts Stokes aboard. And Alex Urias will step in. 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. He did ground to the double play back in the 5th inning. Bo Bryant on the mound for the Tigers, throwing over. Back in time, there is Stokes. Showing bunt, throwing behind the runner at first. Did he get him in time? Not in time. Nice throw there by Tanner Jones. On the check swing, they said that Alex Urias did not offer there. The 1-0 offering popped up behind the screen there. That'll find the screen. More messages on the Instagram. The folks at Flo College Baseball. They're tuning in from Austin, Texas. Big tip of the cap to Flo College Baseball as we got a good one here in Livingston. Number 5, West Alabama. Number 17, West Florida. Showing bunt again. That one's popped up. It'll be fouled down the first baseline. 1-2 the counts. Gulf South Conference baseball, I'll tell you what, there's nothing quite like it. And when you get two teams like the Tigers and the Argos squaring off in a 3-game series, it's a good time by all. As Bo Bryant looks in, he gets the sign. He's ahead in the count here, 1-2. Throws over to first base, not in time. As Zach Stokes gets back in there. But now the folks at Flo College Baseball, tip of the cap, Austin, Texas. I'd like to get over to Texas sometime. Bryant again throwing over. Stokes diving back into the bag there. Almost just hits his chest on the bag. He didn't have a big lead at all. As Bo Bryant looks in and gets the sign. 1-2. Boom! Struck him out. Urias, victim of the punch out.
The catcher, number 34, William
First out in the inning. That's a big-time strikeout there for the Tiger right-hander, Bo Bryant. William Liebrook will step in. Liebrook, 402 average. He's grounded into 2 double plays. He takes that one on the inside corner for a called strike. So Bryant has come in throwing strikes for the Tigers. The throw over not in time. Stokes back in there. Liebrook hitting in the 3 spot this afternoon, doing the catching for the Argos. Pair of flyouts to center field at a strikeout. Behind in the count here, 0-1. Bryant will deal over the first base dugout. 0-2 the count. One out and a runner aboard for the Argos. Bryant, the 0-2, fouled it into the screen. Count remains 0-2. Liebrook, 6'4", 220, grad senior from Atlanta, Georgia. Bryant will set there at the belt. The 0-2. That one's lifted into right field. Going back is late Holiday. Climbing the wall. Did Holiday bring it back? That one's beyond the confines of Tart Field as Liebrook hits a 2-run job. Holiday climbed the mountain and couldn't come back with it. So the Argos tack on 2 more. On the home run there.
Third baseman, number 13, Trent Kelly.
So 2 more runs there for the Argos. Extends the West Florida lead. And that will bring Trent Kelly to the plate. He takes that one for a called strike. Swinging bunt started the inning. Strikeout looking in a 2-run job. He got out of right. Trent Kelly at the plate. He's 1 for 3 on the afternoon. He's got a 1-1 count here. Bo Bryant will set there at the belt, the 1-1. This is outside. So the 2-1 there to Kelly. Lifted into center field. Going back is Rashad Robinson at the warning track. And Robinson will track that one down. A long fly ball there for Kelly. As he flies out to center field. That's 2 outs in the inning.
Gustavo Mendez.
That will welcome to the plate the 5-hole hitter, the right-handed hitting first baseman, Gustavo Mendez. First pitch to Mendez, skips in there. Mendez 1 for 2 with a single. He did get on via the error back in inning number 2. He was stranded at third to end the 4th. Bryant to the plate. That one's going to find the screen. Bo Bryant gets the sign. He'll deal. Chop to the shortstop. Blevins catches it on the 2-hop. Throws across the diamond. And that'll do it for Mendez. 6-3 for the folks scoring at home for the Argos. 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors. They stranded none. After 6.5, Argos 6, Tigers 2. We'll be right back. You're watching Flo College, proud partner of the Gulf South Conference.
Now the mound for West Florida, number 37, Eli Lamb. Fans, be sure to follow UWA Athletics online at uwaathletics.com for all news, schedules, rosters, and more for all now 17 varsity programs here at the University of West Alabama. Again, go to uwaathletics.com. Also follow the Tigers on social media on Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube at UWA Athletics.
Welcome back to Tarn Field. We had the Tigers 7th inning here. West Florida's going to go to the bullpen. They're going to call the services of the right-hander. It'll be Eli Lamb. 17th appearance of the season. He's got a 2-0 record, 3.54 ERA, 20 1/3 innings pitched, 12 walks, 21 strikeouts.
Now
Opponents in
batting for West
219
Alabama,
against the
left
right-hander.
Number 47, Tanner Jones.
7, 8, 9 due up for the Tigers. It'll be Jones, Holiday, and Wood. Tanner Jones 0 for 2 on the afternoon. A pair of flyouts to right field. Lamb will deal. Called strike on the outside corner. Lamb listed 6'3", 230. Sophomore from Franklin, Tennessee. The 0-1. Fouled into the catcher right there. Home plate umpire Connor Lindsay will just take a little courtesy stroll out to give Lamb a new baseball. Gives Liebrook a chance to catch his breath there. Nothing in 2 to Tanner Jones. Lamb will set there at the belt. The 0-2. Down the first base line and fair. It could be extra bases for Tanner Jones. Tanner Jones going for 2, cruising in with a stand-up double. Tanner Jones right inside the first base bag. Gets the stand-up double. Gets things started for the Tigers here in the bottom half of inning number 2. It'll be a mound visit for Coach Mike Jeffcoats. Trying to settle his guys down there as West Alabama gets something going here in the bottom half of inning number 2. The Tigers, 2 runs. 2 runs on 6 hits so far for the Tigers. Late Holiday will step to the plate. Holiday 1 for 2 on the afternoon. He doubled and struck out. He's got a runner in scoring position here as Tanner Jones was aboard with a stand-up double. Holiday thought about the bunt, thought better of it, but takes that one for a called strike. So Holiday behind in the count, 0-1. For the Tiger half of the 7th. The 0-1, that one's hammered down the left field line, slicing foul. As that one will find its way into the bullpen. Holiday behind in the count here, 0-2. As the Argos have plated 5 in the last 2 frames to take a 6-2 lead. Lamb the 0-2 over the first base dugout. So late Holiday awaiting the 0-2 offering there from the right-hander. That's Eli Lamb. Lamb to the plate, too tall. Holiday behind in the count here, 1-2. Tanner Jones aboard at second base, no outs. That one shot into the right field. That's going to get down for a base knock. That's going to score a run for the Tigers. Holiday going for 2. Stand up. RBI double for late Holiday. Back-to-back extra base hits for the Tigers. Later on. West Alabama trails at 6-3, but finding life here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Back-to-back extra base hits. Off of the reliever, Eli Lamb. That will bring to the plate Wayne Wilkerson. Wilkerson pinch hitting here for Wood. Wayne handles the bat pretty well. He's got pretty good speed. He's got a runner in scoring position. Big swing there for Wilkerson. 0-1. As Wilkerson steps in with nobody out. Runner in scoring position. Lamb takes a peek at second base. He'll go to the plate. Wilkerson with a swing and a miss there. Wilkerson hitting in the 9 spot there for Will Wood. The inning started with back-to-back doubles for the Tigers. They welcomed Lamb with a couple of hits, scored a run. The 0-2 to Wilkerson. Wilkerson will go down on 3 pitches. First out of the inning. Back to the top of the stack there for the Tigers. It'll be Rashad Robinson.
The center fielder, number 42,
Robinson on the afternoon. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a home run. He sandwiched a walk in between there in the 3rd inning, so he's been on base all afternoon. 1 out and a runner aboard. Good speed at second base in Holiday. Lamb to the plate. Top of the strike zone, called strike. Robinson came into the afternoon hitting .310. Leads the team in runs scored, doubles, and home runs. He's got 8 out of the ballpark this year, 1 this afternoon. Lamb the 0-1. Misses outside. .6-3 your score with the Argos in the lead. Lamb to the plate. Robinson swings through that one. A ball and 2 strikes. Well outside there to the right-handed hitting center fielder, Rashad Robinson. That will even the count at 2. So Robinson staring at a 2-2 count with a runner in scoring position. That's late Holiday. Lamb to the plate. Check swing. Did he go? Indeed, he did not. And a run to count full. The Tigers have played it a run here in the inning with a couple of extra base hits. The payoff. Walked him. Tigers draw the walk.
now batting for the Tigers, the designated hitter, number 5, Hudson.
West Alabama will send to the plate the designated hitter, Hudson Walburn. Walburn looking for his first knock of the afternoon. And Walburn's a guy that he comes in hitting .313 on the season. He does have long ball potential. He's driven in 32. He's got 2 people aboard here with 1 out. Swing and a miss there for Walburn. Walburn, the first-year transfer out of Jacksonville State, doing the DHing this afternoon. First look at Lamb. 1 out, 2 runners aboard. Outside the strike zone, evens the count at 1. Tough part of the lineup for the Tigers. Walburn hitting in the 2 spot, and it doesn't get any easier. Wilson, then Wallace, and Thacker, who's already got a hit on the afternoon. Tigers trying to rally something here in the bottom half of the inning. Walburn, a hot shot up the middle. That's going to score a run for the Tigers. West Alabama will stop at second. So an RBI single for Hudson Walburn, and the Tigers played another.
Now batting for West Alabama, third baseman, number 14.
Late Holiday able to score easily from second base. And the Tigers chipping away at the lead. And that looks like it's going to do it for Eli Lamb. Coach Mike Jeffcoat Walking with a purpose to the mound. We'll take a quick break. Let's take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll get you the pitch and change. You're watching Flow College, proud partner with the Gulf South Conference.
On the mound for West Florida, number 8, Blake Thomas.
Welcome back to Tard Field. The Argos are going to go to the bullpen. Going to call the services the right hand. It'll be Blake Thomas. Team leading at 21st appearance of the season. 3.67 ERA. He's 4-0 out of the bullpen. 27 innings pitched, 6 walks, 18 strikeouts. Opponent's hitting .237. Against the right hander, it'll be Nick Wilson stepping in with 1 out, 2 runners aboard. Thomas to the plate. Well outside. Great job there by William Lybrook to keep that one from going to the backstop. Aboard at second base is Rashad Robinson. At first base, Hudson Walburn. Plus speed at second base. Pretty decent speed at first for the Tigers. Runners go. Sliding in at second base. Is he in there? Safe at second base. A double steal for the Tigers. It looks like West Florida may want to challenge that call at second base. It was close. From here, too close to tell. The umpire right there in the field on top of it was Jacob Waldrop. As the umpiring crew gets together, they decided that they will take a look at it. Give me an opportunity to thank the following sponsors from West Alabama: Alabama Power Foundation, Kim Poor Developments, Coca-Cola, First South Farm Credit, Jersey Bikes of Meridian, Julio Jones, Kia, Lewis Pest Control, Price to Packaging, Sumter Supplies, Sun South Sun, John Deere of Demopolis, UWA Teach, Waste Management, and Watkins Cross Attorneys. A tip of the cap to those sponsors. Gulf South Conference baseball streaming all season long right here on Flow College. Make sure you follow your favorite team. You can also go to uwaathletics.com/live and follow the Tigers at home and on the road on the UWA Broadcast Network. Also, Tiger fans, you can follow Tigers online at uwaathletics.com. It's your home for schedules, news, rosters, and a whole lot more for the now 17 varsity programs. You can also follow the Tigers on their various social media outlets. Search UWA Athletics. They got the Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. We're in the Tiger half of the 7th. West Alabama trailing at 6-4. They played at 2 runs in the inning. Inning started off with a pair of extra base hits, a strikeout, a walk, and a single. Then the pitching change, Blake Thomas coming in to take over. Nick Wilson at the plate. It was a double steal by the Tigers. It was bang bang at second base as Hudson Walber trying to avoid the tag there for the Tigers. We appreciate you tuning in. This is game number 1 of the 3-game series. Game number 2 and 3 tomorrow. The doubleheader starting at 1 o'clock right here at Tart Field. We'll be streaming live on Flow College, and we'll also be broadcasting the audio-only version on the UWA Broadcast Network. So wherever you like to listen to your Gulf South Conference baseball, whether you're a Tiger fan or an Argo fan, we appreciate you tuning in. So I tell you what, we've got a pretty good ball game here. 2 really good ball teams. 2 of the best pitching staffs in the league as they're going to make the call at second base. They're going to call Walburn out at second base. So they overturned the original safe call at second. So Walburn caught stealing. So that'll be 2 outs in the inning. Rashad Robinson will go to third base. Nick Wilson at the plate. The Tigers trailing by 2. 2-0 offering. Lifted into left. Should be playable for Martin. Calling everybody off is Zach Stokes in center field. And the Tigers are retired on the fly out to center. West Alabama in the 7th. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. The Tigers, they strand 1. We head to the top of the 8th. West Florida 6, West Alabama 4. We'll be right back. More Gulf South Conference baseball on Flow College.
Sports fans, at stadiums, arenas, and local gyms, every sports fan is unique. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call. We have empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than, be officially human.
Welcome back to Tart Field. A couple of defensive changes for the Tigers. Late Holiday will slide over from right and play left. And Wayne Wilkerson, after coming in to pinch hit, he'll play right field. Bo Bryant back out for his 2nd inning of work. On the bump for the Tigers. 6, 7, and 8 due up. Ropes, Martin, and Patay for the Argos. That one misses inside. Ropes 0 for 1 with a sac bunt. Also walked and scored a run. The 1-0 offering there, too tall. Ropes, a freshman from Cumming, Georgia. Listed 6'2", 200. Doing the DHing this afternoon, hitting from the left side. 2-0 offering. In there, called strike on the inside corner. Bo Bryant to 2-1. That'll find its way down near the Argo bullpen. Evens the count at 2. 2-2 offering is too tall. So Bo Bryant staring in. He'll get the side. He'll deal. Chop to the second baseman. A little two-hopper there to Austin Thacker in time. And Brose will be retired on the ground ball to second base. Peyton Martin steps in. Martin had a big fly back in the sixth inning. A 3-run job. Got out of left in a hurry. Bo Bryant to the plate. And there for a called strike. Martin on the afternoon, 1 for 3. Scored a pair of runs once after a stolen base, then on the 3-run home run. The 0-1 lifted into center field. Coming in hard is Rashad Robinson. Robinson making up some ground, and he'll squeeze it out, number 2.
Now batting for the Argos.
Robinson had to get on his horse there. Makes a great play. Records out number 2, Greg Pate. Let's see, Pate's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Singled in, drove in a run. Got on via the error. Last time up, grounded the shortstop. Bryant to the plate, misses tall. 1-0 the count. Bo Bryant will set there at the belt. The right-hander will deal. That's in there for a called strike. Bryant evens the count at 1. Bryant pitched the 7th. Gave up a couple of runs. Got a 1-1 count here with 2 out, nobody aboard. Popped up near the first base dugout. Aaron Wallace has got plenty of room, and he'll squeeze it. The Argos go down in order in the 8th inning. West Alabama gets ready to go to work. Here in the bottom of the 8th, the Tigers trail at 6-4. We'll be right back. More Tiger baseball on the UWA Broadcast Network.
In the top 8, 3 up, 3 down. Now on the mound for West Florida, number 31, Mikey Sheets. Fans, West Alabama will be back here at Tart Field tomorrow, Saturday, April 11th, to take on the Argonauts of West Florida in a Gulf South Conference doubleheader, with first pitch of Game 1 scheduled for 1 p.m. from Tart Field. Make sure you get your tickets now at uwaathletics.com/tickets.
Welcome back to Tart Field. The Argos will go to the bullpen. 20th appearance here for the left-hander. Mikey Sheets, 1.17 ERA. He's got a 3-0 record out of the bullpen. 9 saves for the left-hander. 30 2/3 innings pitched. 6 walks, 26 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .227 against the left-hander. Swinging first pitch there is Aaron Wallace, he'll foul that one off. This Argos staff, 3.72 ERA. Sheets the 0-1. Chop to the shortstop. Spencer on the 2-hop, throws across the diamond. And Wallace is retired on the ground ball to shortstop.
Now batting for the Tigers, the second baseman, number 1, Austin Thacker.
Austin Thacker stepping in, 1 for 3. Thacker swinging first pitch, shoots that one down near the Tiger bullpen. 0-1 the count. Sheets will deal, and Thacker will swing through that one. The 0-2 pitch on the way in the dirt. So Thacker with a 1-2 count here with 1 out, nobody aboard. The 1-2 misses low. So Thacker's worked an even count here, 2-2, as Sheets will wind and deal. Well off the plate there. Thacker started out in a bind, and he's worked the count full. Thacker awaits the payoff. We got some folks in right field with the car on it. If you
the car in right field, please turn off their headlights. The car in right field.
Got the headlights on in right field there. Seems like everybody got the memo. There we go. Now we can resume play. Thacker awaits the payoff. Sheets will deal. Foul over the dugout. Count remains full. Thacker hitting in the 5 spot. He's got a hit already tonight. Would love another. Sheets the payoff. Fouling it down near the right field line down by the bullpen. Count remains full. Great evening for baseball here in Livingston. The Argos on top 6-2. The left-hander. The payoff. That ball's popped up on the infield. Should be playable for Spencer at shortstop. He dances around under it, makes the play. And second out of the inning there is Thacker's retired on the pop-up to short.
Now batting for West Alabama, the shortstop, number 19, Kyle Blevins.
Kyle Blevins will step in, the Tiger shortstop. Blevins awaits the offering there as he chops that one foul down beyond the third base dugout. Got on via the fielder's choice in the 4th. Stole second base, was stranded. He's bookended that with a pair of strikeouts. The 1. Line drive up the middle. 2-hopper to the second baseman, Pate. And the Tigers will be retired in order. 3 up, 3 down as we head to the top of the 9th inning.
At the end of the 8th, no runs,
West
no
Florida
hits, no
6.
errors, no one left
The
on base.
Tigers of West Alabama 4. We'll be right back. More Gulf South Conference baseball on Flow College.
Yearly, linebacker for the University of West Alabama. When I'm not on the field, I'm excited to tell you about something just as important. The opportunity to own a piece of prime real estate right here in Livingston. Located just across the street from our football stadium, the Riverbend subdivision is the premier neighborhood in town. If you're looking for a place to build your dream home, these residential lots are the perfect spot. And if you've always dreamed of living on the water, we've got lakefront lots available too. For more information, shoot an email to info@campordevelopment.com and let Campora Development help you make Riverbend your next home. Go Tigers!
Here at Price Packaging, we're more than just a job. We're a family. With 44 years in the industry, our commitment to integrity in the community around us drives everything we do. Our employees matter to us, so we cover 100% of healthcare insurance. We also provide short and long-term disability, a 401k, and life insurance for all who work with us. Join a team where you matter. Price Packaging. Where family and excellence come together.
Welcome back to Tart Field. Here's West Alabama will start the top of the ninth inning with the call to the bullpen. It'll be Ryan Ladner. Team leading 13th appearance for Ladner. He's got a 3.48 ERA. 10 and a third innings pitched, 6 walks, 4 strikeouts. Opponents hit .222 against right-handed. Ladner, the 6'2 redshirt junior from Gulfport, Mississippi. Sidearm pitcher there for the Tigers. I'm nominating him for the best mustache in the Gulf South Conference as he gets ready to go to work here.
The shortstop, number 3, Hudson Spencer.
9-1-2 for the Argos. It'll be Spencer, Stokes, and Urias. Spencer, the shortstop, hitting in the 9 spot. 1 for 3 on the evening. Ladner starts him off with a called strike. The 0-1. Fouled off there. It's a great pitch on the hands by Ryan Ladner. So Ladner's ahead in the count here, 0-2. Spencer awaits the offering there from the right-hander. Well off the plate. Spencer, the right-handed hitting shortstop. Singled in the second, flew out to right in the fourth, and flew out to center in the sixth. 1-2. Hammered to left. Slicing foul. Count remains 1-2. Each team with 8 hits on the evening. 6 runs for the Argos, 4 for the Tigers. Ladner, the 1-2, fisted toward the Tiger dugout there. Again, count remains 1-2. This is game number 1 of a 3-game series. That doubleheader will begin tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Ladner, the 1-2. That one was fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Stepping back in is Hudson Spencer. Ryan Ladner will set there at the belt. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Fisted toward the first base line and foul. We got some crazy winged beasts flying into the press box this evening. I think I want those landing on me at any point in time. The 1-2 from Ladner off the plate. Evens the count at 2. Hudson, the 9-hole hitter. He's got a hit on the afternoon already. Nobody out, nobody aboard here in the top of the ninth inning. Ladner to the plate. This is low. So Spencer's work to count full here. Argos up by 2. The payoff from Ladner over the first base dugout. Count remains full. Hudson Spencer, the freshman from Milton, Georgia. Listed 6-foot freshman. Ladner with a deep breath. The payoff. Off the cap of the bat there by Spencer. Extended at bat here by the right-handed hitting shortstop. Spencer has not played a ton this season. He's got a great at-bat going here, trying to find his way aboard in the ninth. The payoff. Called ball 4.
Now batting for the Argos, the center fielder, number 21, Zach Stokes.
Called ball 4. That will welcome to the plate Zach Stokes. Stokes 2 for 3 with a walk. Couple of singles and a run scored. First look at Ladner. Outside corner called strike. Stokes, the left-handed hitting center fielder. Leadoff man for the Argos. Aboard at first is Spencer. The 0-1. Fouled into the glove of Tanner Jones. 0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Just off the plate. That's a good spot to miss. It's not a strike. It's a great spot to miss. Ladner looks down at the watch against the sign. The 1-2. Struck him out. Stokes fouls it into the glove of the catcher, Tanner Jones. Jones is able to squeeze it. 1 out in the inning. Alex Urias stepping to the plate. 0 for 3 with a sac bunt. He grounded into a double play back in the 5th. Struck out looking to start the 7th. Runner goes, hit and run. Big hop there for Thacker at second base in time. Urias retired on the ground ball to second base. 2 outs in the inning.
Now
advancing to second base there is Spencer.
William Liebrook.
William Liebrook stepping in. 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run back in the 7th inning. Hit that one oppo out of right. Looks like Coach Brock Ward wants to talk it over here with at least with Ryan Ladner, but he may be joined by the entire infield here. Give me a chance to kind of tell you what's going on tomorrow. West Alabama and West Florida will be knotted up here in a doubleheader to finish the series. Doubleheader starting. That one's going to start at 1 o'clock. Also tomorrow afternoon, let's see what else we got going on. Tomorrow afternoon, the rodeo team, they'll be competing in the UT Martin Rodeo. That's University of Tennessee at Martin. So good luck to the Tiger Wranglers from University of West Alabama. Track and field hosting the UWA Invitational tomorrow. That'll be an all-day affair. And then the softball team, they got a ball game tomorrow afternoon. Doubleheader starting at 1 o'clock as well. Tennis traveling to Valdosta State. So a whole lot going on as Ryan Ladner Gets the side. He'll deal. Inside corner called strike to Liebrook. 2 outs in the inning. Runner aboard at second base after leadoff walk. Ladner, the 0-1. Off the plate, evens the count at 1. The Argos plated 1 in the second, 3 in the sixth, 2 more in the seventh. West Alabama scored 1 in the third, again in the fifth. Plated 2 in the seventh as that one's fouled toward the Tiger bullpen. Ball and 2 strikes. 6 runs on 8 hits for the Argos. 4 runs on 8 hits for the Tigers. Each team's left 5 on base. In the top of the 9th inning, William Liebrook at the plate for the Argos. The 1-2. Chopped toward the Tiger bullpen. Right after the end of the Tiger dugout there. Looked like it might ricochet down toward the bullpen, but it may have caught the inside of the dugout there. Either way, lots of folks scattering. Ladner takes a peek at second base. He'll deal the 1-2. Just missed low there. Liebrook evens the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner aboard at second base. That's Hudson Spencer aboard at second. Ladner, you can see him take a deep breath. The 2-2 chopped to the pitcher. Ladner fields it, fumbles it. Can't control it. It'll be an error against the Tiger pitcher. It was right back to Ladner. And he just kept rushing to make the play and just couldn't grab the handle there. Puts runners at the corners. Tough break there for the Tigers. Stepping in will be Trent Kelly. Right-handed hitting third baseman. Kelly doubled back in the 6th inning, flew out in the 8th. 1 for 4 in the afternoon. First look at the right-hander, Ryan Ladner. Off the plate, ball 1. At third base, Hudson Spencer aboard at first base, William Liebrook after the error. Outside corner called strike. It's a good shot there by the Tiger right-hander. Ladner's had to throw 25 pitches this inning. Trying to pitch around an error. 1-1. Through the right side, that's going to score a run for the Argos. Going first to third there is Liebrook. And the error looming large.
Now
as a run will score.
First baseman number 29, Gustavo Mendez.
The Argos tack on a run here. They lead at 7-4 as Gustavo Mendez steps to the plate. Runners again at first and third. Chopped foul toward the first base dugout. Costly error for the Tigers has extended the inning for the Argos. 5-hole hitter Mendez at the plate. Ryan Ladner in relief here for the Tigers. He'll deal. 2-hopper to the second baseman, Austin Thacker. He'll make the play in time. And the Tigers
ninth. 1 run on 1 hit. There are 2 outs.
Welcome back to Tart Field. We head to the Tiger half of the ninth. West Alabama trailing at 7-4. 2 up, Tanner Jones, but it looks like there's going to be a pinch hitter.
Pitch hitting for West Alabama, number 25, Jack Bowie.
Jack Bowie stepping up. Pearl Jam means it's Jack's time to bat. He'll be hitting in the spot for Tanner Jones. Booing would leave the yard kind of power. As that one misses tall. Back out in relief. Mikey Sheets, the left-hander. The 1-0. That's in there for a called strike. Booing on the year. Limited at bats. .313 average. He's got 2 home runs and 8 driven in. As that one misses a little tall. 2 balls and a strike there for the right-handed hitting pinch hitter. Sheets the 2-1. Again, too tall. General moving around in the Argo pin. Tigers need 3 to keep this one going. 4 to walk it off as Booing swings through that one, runs count full. 7-4 the score here. Argo's in the lead. The payoff. Booing will go down on strikes. First out of the inning.
Now batting for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 0,
Holiday 2 for 3 on the afternoon. He's got a pair of doubles. Also scored 2 of West Alabama's 4 runs. Drove in a run back in the 7th. Takes that one for a called strike. First look at the left-hander, Sheets. The 0-1. That's in there for a called strike. Holiday awaits the 0-2. Liebrook thought they had the punch out. Too far inside. The 1-2. Struck him out.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Holiday goes down looking. Quite frankly, the pitch before that was better than that one. I'm not an umpire. Just calling it like I see it. He could have easily been punched out on the pitch before. Tigers down to the last out. Wayne Wilkerson, his second at bat. Called strike. 0-1. Wilkerson came in to pinch hit. In the bottom of the seventh, he stayed in to play right. The 0-1. Fouled that one toward the third base dugout, so the Tigers down to their last strike. Mikey Sheets, the left-hander, in relief. Second inning of work here. He's faced 5 batters and gotten 5 outs. He'll wind and deal. Too tall. Sat the Tigers down in order in the 8th. He struck out the first 2 batters here in the 9th. A ball and 2 strikes to Wayne Wilkerson, the Tiger right fielder. Sheets to the plate. Chop toward the third baseman. That one's going to go foul. Count remains 1-2. It hit just inside the line, about halfway to third base. Took a hard left. They'll bring Wilkerson back to the plate. Tigers are going to have to find a way to extend the inning here. They would love to flip the lineup over, get back to Robinson in the top of the stack. But Wilkinson's in a bind. The 1-2. That ball's hammered into left. Playing it in front safely there is Peyton Martin. So Wilkerson, 2 outs, single to left. Turns over the lineup.
For West Alabama, the center fielder, number 42,
Robinson steps to the plate. 2 outs and a runner aboard. Robinson's first look at the lefty. Swinging first pitch here. Robinson behind in the count, 0-1. Sheets, he sets there just above the belt. He'll deal well outside. Name of the game for the Tigers right now is base runners. Down by 3. Robinson's got to find a way if the Tigers want to keep this one rolling. The 1-1. That ball is lifted into left. Could be playable for Martin coming in. Martin not going to be able to make the play. And West Alabama with back-to-back 2-out knocks.
now batting for West Alabama, the designated hitter, number 5.
Hudson Walburn will step in. Walburn 1 for 4 on the afternoon. He drove in a run back in the 7th. Walburn doesn't have to try to do anything special here. Just pass the baton. Sheets to the plate. Misses inside. On deck for the Tigers, Nick Wilson, the 3-hole hitter. Potential tying run at the plate for the Tigers. The 1-0 from Sheets. Hammered down the left field line and foul. That'll even the count at 1. Again, West Alabama doesn't have to do it all with one swing. They just got to keep passing the baton here. The Argos 7 runs on 9 hits. West Alabama 4 runs on 10 hits. So the Tigers have out-hit the Argos, but trail it by 3. The 1-1. Too tall. Great speed on the bases for West Alabama. Wilkerson aboard at second base after the 2-out single. Rashad Robinson aboard at first. Sheets to the plate. Walburn fouls it into the screen. That evens the count at 2. West Alabama down to their last strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 base runners aboard. The 2-2, and Walburn will go down on strikes, and that will do it for the Tigers. And the 9th, game number 1 will go by way of the Argos.
Ladies and gentlemen,
West
that is
Florida.
your ball game.
West Florida will win game number 1, 7-4. 7 runs on 9 hits, an error. The Argos strand 7. West Alabama 4 runs on 10 hits. There were 3 Tiger errors and 7 left on base. West Alabama's Baker Green will be tabbed with the loss this afternoon. Colton Dorsey will pick up the win for West Florida. The Argos pick up win number 30 on the season. They'll go to 30 wins, 9 losses, 17 wins in the league, 8 losses. West Alabama will fall to 29-9. It'll be 18-7 in the league. The doubleheader tomorrow afternoon. We'll see the Tigers and the Argos square off at 1 p.m. We'll have it on Flow College. We'll also have it streaming live here on the UWA Broadcast Network. Looking at the stats for the visitors from West Florida. 2-hit nights for Stokes. 2 for 4 for Stokes. 2 for 5 for Trent Kelly. He added a double in there. Also drove in a run. Jumping out of the yard, William Lybrook got himself a home run. He went 1 for 5 with 2 driven in on the one swing. And Peyton Martin went 1 for 4. He drove in 3. He got that one to go out of the ballpark. The win goes to Colton Dorsey. He improves to 4-2 overall. 6 innings pitched. He had a nice night. He gave up 2 runs. He scattered 5 hits. He walked 1 and struck out 8. He faced 24 batters and gave up just 2 extra base hits. It was a double and a home run. Eli Lamb pitched a third of an inning. He gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. He had an early exit. Blake Thomas came in and pitched 2/3 of an inning. He had an absolute perfect outing. And Mikey Sheets goes 2 innings. He gave up no runs on 2 hits. No walks. He struck out 3. For the Tigers this afternoon and into the evening offensively, 3 for 3 night for Rashad Robinson. He scored a run and drove in a run. That included the solo home run. Also worked in a couple of walks. A 2-hit night for Lath Holiday. He was 2 for 4, 2 doubles. West Alabama, they had hits all night long. They just couldn't get to timely hits to get them over the hump. So the final here in Livingston, the Argos 7, the Tigers 4. Before my producer here in the booth, Miss Sophia Papano. We'll see you at the ballpark tomorrow. If not, tune in to Flow College. I'm Will Atkinson, everybody. Have a good night, and go Tigers.